The Aston Martin DBX has always been one of the most fascinating luxury SUVs on the market. It's not just about being a family-friendly high rider with a famous badge, it's about capturing the drama and presence of an Aston Martin supercar while still offering the practicality of an SUV. And now, Aston Martin has pushed this formula even further with the brand new 2026 Aston Martin DBX S, the new flagship of the lineup. This SUV is not here to blend in, it's here to make a statement. Just 3,000 will be built worldwide, and only 1,000 are coming to the US, which means exclusivity is guaranteed. If you thought the DBX 707 was already a monster, the DBX S turns the volume all the way up. Under its hood sits Aston's Mercedes-AMG sourced but Aston-tuned 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, now delivering a breathtaking 717 horsepower. Torque stays at 664 pound-feet, but combined with lighter components like the optional carbon fiber roof, 23-inch magnesium wheels, and other weight-saving options, this SUV manages to shed more than 100 pounds compared to the 707. That's no small feat for a vehicle of this size. Before we dive deeper into performance, let me take a second. If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends who love cars as much as you do. Your support really helps me bring you more content like this. Back to the DBX S. It's not just about raw power. Aston Martin has sharpened nearly every aspect of this SUV. The steering rack is 4% quicker, giving it more direct and responsive handling. The 9-speed automatic transmission has been recalibrated with snappier shifts, especially in Sport and Sport Plus modes, where aggressive downshifts keep the engine roaring at the ready. The upgraded air springs and dampers carry over from the 707, ensuring the DBX S controls its body movements even when pushed hard through the corners. Visually, the DBX S makes sure you know it's special. The front fascia has been completely reworked with a gloss black vanned grille or, if you prefer, a lightweight honeycomb mesh design inspired by the DBS 770 Ultimate. The front bumper has larger vents and a new splitter, all functional, feeding the engine and brakes with fresh air while making the SUV look sharper and meaner. Move to the rear, and you'll see vertically stacked quad exhaust outlets that look every bit as aggressive as they sound, paired with a wider multi-element diffuser. Carbon fiber is everywhere, diffuser, side sills, even the rear wing, helping to trim pounds and boost performance while giving the DBX S an exotic edge. The details go even deeper. Handmade S badges are crafted from solid metal, finished with glass enamel, and plated in bright or dark chrome depending on your spec. Even the colors tell a story. Paint finishes like Chimera blue change dramatically depending on how light hits them, shifting from a rich, deep tone to a dazzling shimmer. And then there are those 23-inch magnesium wheels, the first ever used by any automaker at this scale. They shave off an incredible 42 pounds, though at more than $5,000 a wheel, you'll definitely want to avoid curbs. Step inside and the DBX S continues its mission of blending performance and luxury. The cabin features Alcantara trim, semi-aniline leather, optional carbon fiber, and even new herringbone seat patterns that can extend to the headliner if you choose the carbon roof. Red seat belts add a sporty pop of color, while overall build quality feels solid and sophisticated. It's a luxurious environment, no doubt, though some elements remind you this is still an Aston, like the small 10.3-inch touchscreen, which feels a bit dated in such an expensive SUV. And yes, piano black trim is back, which looks stunning when polished but quickly attracts fingerprints. Now, let's talk about what really matters, how it drives. Bury your right foot, and the DBX S absolutely rockets forward. Aston claims a 0 to 60 time of 3.1 seconds, but given the added power and weight savings, this SUV may actually do even better in the real world. That puts it head-to-head with rivals like the Lamborghini Urus and Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT. It's wild to think an SUV that weighs just under 5,000 pounds can keep up with some of the world's most exotic supercars. The exhaust note has also been tuned for maximum drama. By ditching the crossover pipe, Aston has given the DBX S a higher-pitched growl that's unique compared to the deeper rumble of many V8s. Lift off the throttle and you're treated to sharp crackles, while the transmission adds more character with aggressive downshifts. It's theater on wheels, an experience designed to engage not only the driver but anyone lucky enough to hear it pass by. Handling is just as impressive. The DBX S feels lighter on its feet than you'd expect from such a large vehicle. The quicker steering, recalibrated suspension, torque vectoring, and active anti-roll bars all work together to create an SUV that doesn't just go fast in a straight line, it actually corners with enthusiasm. Grip is immense, braking is strong thanks to massive carbon ceramic rotors, and the entire chassis feels tuned for spirited driving, whether on a canyon road or an open stretch of highway. Of course, the ride is firm, and you'll notice tire noise on rougher surfaces, but that's the price of entry for this level of performance. On long drives, the DBX S is effortless. 90 miles per hour arrives so smoothly you'll have to keep an eye on the speedometer. And for those who want to push limits without electronic safety nets, Aston Martin gives you the option to reduce driver assistance systems, allowing you to experience the SUV in a more raw and connected way. So, is the Aston Martin DBX S worth it? At a starting price of $274,500, it's certainly not cheap. But what you're buying isn't just an SUV, it's a true Aston Martin that delivers supercar thrills in a package that can still carry passengers and luggage. It's exotic, rare, and dripping with character, from its handmade details to its exhilarating performance. Yes, the infotainment screen could be bigger and the ride isn't exactly plush, but when you're behind the wheel, none of that matters. This SUV delivers pure drama, speed, and exclusivity, everything you'd expect from Aston Martin at full volume. Before I wrap up, if you enjoyed this breakdown of the 2026 Aston Martin DBX S, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone who loves high-performance SUVs. I've got more exciting reviews and deep dives coming up, and I don't want you to miss them. The 2026 Aston Martin DBX S is proof that an SUV can be every bit as thrilling as a supercar. Exotic, powerful, and unapologetically dramatic, this is Aston Martin's SUV at its absolute best.